will get around, Kerry Mix will go around. Now they've got to deal with Isabel Trombley as DJ Kennington closes in on the battle.
Well, all that traffic allowed DJ Kennington and Pete Shepard to close right in on that lead battle.
And DJ Kennington, a meticulous driver. He doesn't do anything on a whim. He's always got a plan behind the wheel. Do you think he's satisfied running third right now, Billy?
Well, he's always surprised me with his patience, and some days I've told him that he shouldn't be quite as patient, and he just grins at me and says, Rousey, I've won a lot of races being patient.
Of all the drivers in the field, there's one who realizes only the last lap pays the money and the points as DJ Kennington sits in third, Pete Shepard in the 7 right behind him. More than halfway through this race in the top 4, separated by about 6 car lengths on the track.
Well, this is a great battle right now. We got the top 4 all running nose to tail. Oh, we got trouble in turn 3 and 4.
That's Riley Siebert, from the looks of it, has gone around. Not sure who he was racing with just then as the yellow flag flies. Siebert stuck on the racetrack, Billy.
Well, there's a lot of scrambling going on. We're down into turn 3. Oh, he gets nerfed by the 14 of Van Domsler.
Here we go, Billy. Pit road about to get busy.
Don Thompson Jr. brings the number 8 Farmers Feed Families Dodge to pit road. Smooth stop so far. 2 right side tires. All the leaders making their scheduled stops, and then it'll be the race to the end of pit road.
Well, everybody's coming in to get those fresh right side sneakers put on for the dash to the finish.
And have a look at this, Billy. J.R. Fitzpatrick beating the field off pit road. He wasn't even in the top 5. And Don Thompson Jr. in that battle for first and second. They're having problems with the right front. Tough break for Thompson, but we're going to get set up for a great finish here in Saskatoon. Welcome back to the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series on TSN. We're getting set for a lap 181 restart. Sean Gibbs waves the green flag, and we're back at it. J.R. Fitzpatrick with a fantastic start on the outside.
Well, J.R. hard on the loud pedal to get the lead. He's had a heck of a day. He's been around backwards. He's been penalized, but now he's got the lead.
Well, and earlier on, he got the jump on the start as well from the outside, but he wasn't the pole sitter. This time he was. He elected to go up high, and he's allowed to cross the line first. Such a great start that there goes Jason Hathaway in for second in that Snap-on Rockstar Energy drink number 3.
And we're stacked up. Look at this. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all right there.
Well, let's not forget Don Thompson Jr. in that number 8. They had trouble on pit road, so he's got to be chomping at the bit behind the wheel to make up for lost ground as he battles here behind the 0-2 of Kerry Mix and the 60 of Ron Beauchamp Jr.
Ron Beauchamp Jr. making the outside work as DJ Kennington's working the bottom of the 3. That's for second spot.
Well, DJ Kennington on the inside. Pete Shepard in the high-tech drilling National Exhaust number 7, kind of trying to decide which lane's going to go as we're on board with the 60 of Ron Beauchamp Jr. running in 5th.
We're right on board. Watch this car come up off the corner. Hard on the gas, full throttle. Great drive up off of turn 2 as Kennington in the 17 looks like he's going to get the spot from Hathaway.
Well, he's got a great run going. As I was about to say, Hathaway doing a great job on the outside. Kennington completes the pass, and now Pete Shepard's made up his mind. He wants to do it on the bottom as well.
Yeah, Hathaway in the 3 wasn't able to close the door, and the 7's going to slide through it.
He's still got that hood flying up in his face in front of the windshield. Obviously, the hood pins doing their job and keeping it on, but a big distraction as Don Thompson and Ron Beauchamp get together. Thompson in that number 8, he led this race not long ago, and now he's having to battle his way through the field. Look at those front tires turning. He's working hard.
Oh, you can watch that left front side to side. Don Thompson Jr. definitely working the steering wheel on corner entry.
Pete Shepard gets around Hathaway. Now Kerry Mix, he wants to get up to the 4th position and battle amongst the leaders himself. Hathaway stuck on the outside.
Well, there's a great shot from Pete Shepard's car. You can see the 0-2 of Kerry Mix trying to steal that spot. That's for 4th.
Kerry Mix up the inside. Jason Hathaway hanging in strong up high. He'll be excited to see the yellow line on the bottom again as he drops to the inside of the racetrack. And we go on board with Hathaway, hood flapping in the wind.
Great action throughout this whole field. Everywhere you look, somebody's racing for position.
Well, that's the great thing about this racetrack. 21 cars took the green flag, and they pretty much fill this little 3rd mile as DJ Kennington's filling up the rearview mirror. J.R. Fitzpatrick Fitzpatrick's looking at that Castrol sign getting bigger and bigger every lap.
Look at that 17 charge the corner. DJ Kennington made up like a car length and a half on corner entry down into turn 3.
We got a side-by-side battle for 7th. That's Mark Dilley and the Ream Leland number 9 with Ron Beauchamp and the Mopar 60 on the outside. And they're following Hathaway. It looks like Don Thompson has got to the inside of Hathaway. So they're side-by-side all the way around the racetrack.
Mark Dilley's going to ask Byron Nelson to bring them people to every race. He's having probably his best race of the year here in Saskatoon.
There's no doubt about it as we watch this race for 3rd. Pete Shepard looks to the inside of Kerry Mix. Shepard trying to get the power down, but Mixie's so smooth on the outside.
DJ Kennington gets a great drive off at turn 2 as he'll close the gap right to the back bumper of the 84.
Well, DJ Kennington right up on the rear decklet of that Equipment Express 84, looking for the lead, but also looking to force J.R. Fitzpatrick into possibly making a mistake here in the late stages. Things are getting exciting in Saskatoon as they battle for the lead. We'll be right back with more NASCAR on TSN. We're back to Auto Clearing Motor Speedway in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan for more of the Velocity Prairie Thunder 250 here on TSN. And the laps are winding down. We're at lap 219 in the scheduled 250. J.R. Fitzpatrick still leads the way, Billy, but boy, DJ Kennington is putting on the pressure.
Well, DJ's been right on that rear bumper for the last little while, but J.R. Fitzpatrick not making any errors whatsoever.
So far, he's been just about perfect, and good thing because DJ looks fast. I think right now he's just in his mind setting things up. If JR does make a mistake, he's there to pounce on it, but he doesn't want to mess around too much because the 0-2 at Kerry Mix, the 7 of Pete Shepard, they're not too far behind either.
No, and I think they're closing in. You know, the more DJ sits there and watches the 84 log laps, they're catching up. But remember, big picture racing. DJ Kennington knows that the 22 of Scott Steckley is having trouble today. Big picture, a lot of points to be made up here today. If he just finished second's okay, but he'd sure love to win the race, and he's led a lot of laps here today.
DJ's made a career of solid, consistent finishes, but you know he wants to find victory lane. What's interesting to me, they've got some clear track right now, but for 200 laps, the idea was to stay away from the lap cars, get around them cleanly, and now we see DJ to the inside, but when they come up on these lap cars, now we're seeing them use them to their advantage, and J.R. Fitzpatrick might be able to do that here as they approach Isabel Tremblay.
The spotter couldn't make up his mind. So he went from clear, crossover move, he's on the inside, and finally DJ Kennington able to clear the 84 automobile and set sail for the front.
And he chooses to make that pass just as they're going around Isabel Tremblay. Had they got to the 07 car before that, there's just 23 laps to go. It's going to be a wild finish. Had they gotten to the 07 before that, J.R. Fitzpatrick would have used her as a pick, and that move wouldn't have been there for Kennington.
Absolutely. That's why J.R. Fitzpatrick was pedaling so hard. He had that car loose up off the corner, trying to keep DJ pinned behind the lap car. Couldn't get it done.
And Isabel Tremblay, although she's a lap down, well, she's 3 laps down, she's having a solid run, getting her laps in. She's running in the 15th position here in the late stages.
Well, the 0-2 of Kerry Mix and Pete Shepard in the 7 having a great race as well, and things are really starting to pick up.
Well, this is time to go. Look at that battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th. J.R. Fitzpatrick not challenging for the win anymore. He's kind of fallen back into the grips of Kerry Mix in the 0-2, and here goes Shepard to the inside.
Shepard drives it deep into turn 3, able to get to the door of the 0-2 of Kerry Mix. Will he be able to get the spot, though, as they head for 1?
He really got the power down nicely there. He's able to plant the front end going into the turn, get the rear tires digging, and when you can use 8 tires coming off the corner, lean on Kerry Mix there, you really get some good bite.
Well, he leaned on him pretty hard, run him up the racetrack, and took the spot, set sail for the 84.
It's kind of like physics class. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. When you rub up Kerry Mix, you better get the heck away from him because that bumper will be there in a hurry.
Well, you know, the old live by the bumper, die by the bumper is kind of a rule.
That's stock car racing at its finest as we see DJ Kennington stretching the advantage in that number 17. He knows the checkered flag is near and he's trying to get away from the problems as J.R. Fitzpatrick trying to hold off Pete Shepard for 2nd.
Well, that's the best race on the racetrack right now is for 2nd spot. As I say that, the 8 gets up underneath the 0-2.
Trying to make a pass for fourth position is Don Thompson Jr. and Kerry Mix. Just a minute ago, he was racing for second. He seems to be falling back, Billy.
Well, Kerry was a car to be contended with just a few laps ago, but now he's having trouble. Oh, trouble. The 84 goes around and into the fence.
And he got into the fence pretty hard there. You see that black mark from his Goodyear tires. J.R. Fitzpatrick looking into the car. He was running in the third position, trying to get it refired, and it looks like he did.
Here's the replay, the 84 to 7 down into the corner. Oh, the Petey Shepherd gives him a nudge in the left rear. The 84 Fitzpatrick tries to gather it up and gets it into the fence.
Things getting pretty physical towards the end of this run. Under yellow, Todd Lewis going to get a word with Pete Shepherd.
Pete Shepherd, Todd Lewis, pit lane. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you, Todd.
Pete, late restart under caution. Have you got something for DJ to pick up the win?
So the high-tech National Exhaust Dodge is really fast, and I can't apologize enough for what happened to JR there. I had no intentions of doing that whatsoever. I got in a little hot, it's my fault. I didn't know if maybe his spotter said there was a car there or not, but he's one of my best friends, and I hate doing that to him. It made me sick to my stomach. I feel really bad.
Thanks, Pete. Good luck.
Thanks a lot. Go for the win still, though.
Short track racing at its best. 9 laps to go when we come back. Don't go away. You don't want to miss a thing.